Your journey to being skinny has been very difficult because no one has told you the things I will tell you in this video. So in today's video, I'll be helping you to unlearn big back behaviors. You don't have these tips. Your journey to being skinny and staying skinny has been hard. Aside the gym, aside doing Pilates and all of that, there are certain tips that the skinny girlies know. And I think it's only fair that all girls know this and everyone that hopes to be skinny also knows this, because when you know this and then you have the information and you could do whatever you want with it. So in today's video, I'll be giving you 12 tips. Yes, 12 tips, because when I started writing, I realized that I had so many tips on being skinny. So I'm giving you 12 tips on how to stay skinny or how to get skinny that does not involve the gym or working. I know you probably already work out, you probably already do all that stuff, you probably do the cardio already, but how do the skinny girls do it? How do they make it look effortless? We'll be exploring that in today's video, so definitely stay tuned. Some of these tips may actually shock you. We don't want the unhealthy bit that comes with being skinny, and so I'll be walking you through the tips that are actually helpful and made me stay size 6 even at the age of 28. Yeah, there's some genetics to it, but we all know that if you try really hard, you can ruin genetics. So again, without further ado, let's get right into it. So guys, the first one, which is contrary to what they actually tell you on Skinny Talk, is to eat food, okay? Eat food. It's not sustainable for you not to eat anything at all. It's not sustainable, guys. It's fine to eat food. Just make sure you choose and you eat healthy food, because guess what? When you don't eat any food, then it's easy to feast on junk. For me, the days that I've actually eaten the most unhealthy are the days when, I hadn't eaten till very late in the day, and all of a sudden, gosh, I know I'm going hypoglycemic, I'm feeling dizzy, I'm feeling, all sorts of ways, and I know I need a sugar rush immediately. And so I pounce on chocolate, I pounce on something unhealthy, and this is not good if you're trying to lose weight or if you are trying to stay healthy and fit. So it's definitely important to eat, and to eat in a very structured way, and to actually eat, okay? If you're on the journey to being skinny, preserving skinny privilege, all that stuff. So if you're looking to do that, it's important to actually eat. Just choose what you eat. Choose when you eat. Just be intentional about when you eat, because the human body needs food, yeah? So we need food. We need the energy. We need that ATP to actually operate. And so if you don't have that energy, you're going to seek it in the most unhealthy ways. So definitely eat. And even eat out, contrary to what they tell you. It's fine to eat out. Just make sure you're making healthy options when you eat out. Today I went out for brunch. I had sourdough bread, I had beetroot dressing mixed with hummus, and I had avocados on it. I also had pumpkin seeds all over it, and I had a bit of is it mint leaf or rocket? Yeah, I think it was mint leaf on top, and that was delicious, guys. It was delicious. Just make healthy choices. Don't not eat, okay? Yeah, eat. And most likely, if you're watching this video, you probably already work out. So definitely eat. Just eat healthy. Choose healthier options and work out. Yeah, it all works together at the end of the day, but eat. And if you're talking about eating, if you're going to eat out, just make sure you're not doing the regulars like Starbucks or Costa and all those stuff. Just make sure you go to local shops, okay? Because when you go to the local shops, they actually use fresh stuff, and they actually make stuff from scratch, at least to a large extent, maybe not fully, but to a large extent, rather than just whooping things up that have already been pre-made and have all this artificial stuff for preservatives and all of that. The fresh stuff from local shops. Go to the local shop, go to your farmers market, get the fresh stuff. That's where you have local coffee shops, local restaurants, not those chain restaurants, because that's where you really get the healthy stuff. So definitely eat, okay? Eat. And that takes me to the next one: meal planning every week, okay? And I know this can take a bit of effort, but anything that is worth achieving in life does take a bit of effort, okay? So plan your meals, okay? Plan your meals every week. Know what you plan to have for lunch and what you plan to have for dinner. every week. So especially, right, breakfast, you can sort of like work around it. You can even plan your breakfast. These days you can even use ChatGPT to plan your meals. There's so many resources out there for all of us that there's no excuse not to make healthy choices. So definitely plan your meals. You can use ChatGPT. That's a good one. That recently I used that to actually make a nice cheat code, like meal code. So please put AI to work. Okay, plan your meals, choose healthy options. Just plan your meals, okay? Because if you plan your meals, then you know what to eat afternoon and evening, and then you don't end up going to choose an unhealthy option. Just sit down and just have an idea. For me, I always have a base per week. Like I always have, say, recently I did like a quinoa and lentil salad bowl, and so like it formed my base for other things. I could just put like something on it. I can have it like salmon, I can have it with anything. So but that was my base most of the time. Like, you know, I'm even on this thing of replacing quinoa with rice, just choosing healthy options that still taste good, but like having a base, having something to start with is always very useful. So plan your meals. It takes a bit of time, but trust me, the time it takes is better than the time it actually takes you every day to actually constantly think of what you plan to eat that day, right? So if you already on the weekend or on your free day planned what you eat for the week, or you have a base like I said, or you know, once you have that, you can just sort of work around add-ons, and that way you're not forced to go and choose unhealthy options because you didn't have a plan to start with. So plan your meals. That is tip 2, and you can obviously see how that is linked to tip 1, where I actually said eat. My third one is definitely antioxidants, green teas, matchas, all those things. So green tea, matcha, antioxidants, those things help your gut. Okay, your gut is your digestive system. Now it helps your gut, it helps to help the digestion process go on smoothly, and also help you to go to the toilet when you need to. It contributes to that in a way. So you know, it helps, you know, work on that waste process, getting the waste out. And if you're drinking this, if you drank green tea, like 2-3 cups of green tea in a day, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So for me personally, I actually do eat. I like food. I like food, guys. I like to eat, but after eating, I use antioxidants generally, vitamin C. You know, after a meal, you could take like easy peelers like an orange or something that would help that digestion process, like fruits, antioxidants, you know, vitamin C's and antioxidants. So like vitamin C supplement is a good one, but definitely fruits would definitely help you. Anything with citrus in it is good. Green tea is good. It has like something in it. Is it catching? Let me know if you know in the comment section. Green tea has something in it that helps like the digestive process, help the gut. So if you drink green tea, a cup or 2 of green tea in a day, that's literally going to help your digestive process. And this is a easy skinny girl act. Like sometimes I stay away from the gym for months, and like my weight, maybe I add like 2 kg, but that's it, and I can lose easily from walking. And speaking of walking, that takes me to my next tip. Okay, choose the fitter option every time. You've probably heard this one before, but really, instead of using the escalator to get on 2 floors, take the stairs. Especially if you're trying to lose weight, or you know, like genetically skinny privilege is not your thing, take the stairs, take a walk. If it's 15 minutes, get the shop. Rather than driving, as long as you're not carrying lots of heavy things, you can take a walk and go to the shop. Even if you're carrying heavy things, sometimes when I stay away from the gym, the fact that I've been carrying my pack of bottled water, it helps make my hands toned. And people ask, I'm so toned. I'm like, I lift my bottled water, you know? So, I mean, it's incorporating fitness. I suppose this point is actually incorporating fitness into your life, incorporating fitness into like what you do, taking that walk, using taking a flight of stairs instead of using the elevator or escalator, just like doing little things that help you stay fit. Like even in your home, don't feel lazy to go upstairs and pick up your phone you know, that's left upstairs, because everything actually counts. Taking those steps actually counts. Like walk around when you clean your home, like just do stuff day to day. That is such a life hack that is underrated. And because lots of people on your days off, you probably don't want to stand up, but you know, that 1 or 2 hours you stand and you walk around your house because you're cleaning or you're doing other stuff, makes such a huge difference for your fitness and staying skinny, if that is what you want. And you're probably watching this video because you want that, right? Another one, which is actually probably which is from like the 5th one, which is probably like related to what I have said earlier on, is understanding how food works. nothing taught me about how food works more than last year, when I had my own problems about things I've been asked not to eat health wise, because like I was on some medication, and so I sought to understand how food works, despite the fact that I have medical background myself. But like I sought to understand how food works, and then I understood that food is medicine, that everything you put in your body gives certain nutrients to your body. And so if you love yourself, you love your body, why don't you want to understand how what you're putting into your body helps? So every time I'm about to take something and I'm like, what is the nutrients that this gives me? And that is such a life hack, because then if you love yourself, you start to think, that's not helpful, that's not going to help me in any way, so I'm not going to eat that dirty burger because it doesn't help me in any way. It doesn't help my health, it doesn't help my fitness, so why should I eat that? Why should I have those noodles? What nutrients do they give me? Like, do you know what I mean? I'm not saying like against like an occasional treat or whatever, but I'm just like more conscious about what is fitting, what fits into my health goals, what fits into what nutrients I'm deficient in, what fits into like promoting my health, helping my skin glow. Just understanding how food works makes such a difference for you, because just think of food as medicine. You wouldn't use medicine, you wouldn't use like paracetamol when you don't have any pain, would you? Because if you do that, then you're stressing your liver unnecessarily, because you don't even need that. So you're just stressing out your body. And so like, why should you put stuff in your body that you don't even need, that your body is not asking for? And the same still works. Understanding food makes you also understand why, when you're not hungry, why should you eat? When you're not hungry, why should you eat? Does that make sense to you? And this actually takes me to my next one, which is intermittent fasting. And this is one I've done for years, and of recent I just kind of stopped it, because like I know like once you do something for a couple of years, you shouldn't like carry on doing it for such a long time, because it's probably not safe to not have food every morning forever and ever. Some people have done it, but I've heard things about like 3 years and that's it. So for me, for the last 3 years, I've definitely been intermittent fasting. The first one is because, to be fair, like early in the morning when I wake up, I have energy, and like it's like, why do I need food? Food is for energy, right? Just the same concept of like food is medicine, and if I don't need energy at the moment, why am I eating? Why can't I wait till I'm hungry? And so when I wake up in the morning, the thing is like food doesn't fall on my scale of preference when I'm picking what to do. For me in the morning, let's say I'm going to work, getting ready for work, having everything I need, getting to work early, looking good, making sure my skin is good, those are things that are more of priority to me, because in terms of food, I'm not hungry anyway, so like why should I eat? So I ended up doing like intermittent fasting for the last 3 years, maybe even more. Yeah, definitely the last 3 years at least. And because I've been doing that sort of helps me. Even when I'm not in the gym, my stomach stays like okay. Do you know what I mean? Like I may not have visible abs, but I'm not like bloated unnecessarily sometimes, because like I've had like a chunk of time where I've had no food, I've just been drinking water, and that's definitely beneficial for your health to start your day with water. And so like I was doing intermittent fasting up till around 12 o'clock, or was it half 12 before? Then I changed jobs and I was doing intermittent fasting I was doing intermittent fasting to 1:15 or sometimes 1:30 or half one. This is because like that was when my breaks were, and so I carried on doing that. So like it's about really understanding how food works and allowing intermittent fasting to fit into your lifestyle. Now this may not work for certain people with certain lifestyles. Maybe you're a nurse that does like overnight jobs, and then when you come in the morning you're hungry and sleepy and you just need to eat food. This may not work for you in that case, but this works for me because my job is quite like regular timings, and so I can just wake up and I'm energetic because I just woke up and I don't need food. And it also works out because I don't need that extra 15-20 minutes to eat breakfast, because I'm not hungry anyway. And I think this is one thing that lots of skinny girls do, when you're not hungry, they shouldn't just eat. And think of it, food is medicine. Why should you eat if you're not hungry, if you're literally full and you're energetic and you're bubbly, but these days I stopped my intermittent fasting in a way, because I now eat around 10 o'clock, but even then I have like yogurts and berries, because that's enough to last me till lunch anyway. I don't wake up like hungry, but I noticed that of recent, when it comes to like 10 o'clock, I get hungry. I listen to my body. Remember, on this channel, we don't do unhealthy, we do healthy skinny, right? We don't do unhealthy skinny. So I don't say, oh, I'm just going to stay hungry or whatever. But if you feel comfortable doing that, definitely do. But I just sort of listen to my body. 10, 11 o'clock, I feel like I should have something. I have like my blueberries, I have my yogurt, my Greek yogurt, and I'm good till lunchtime. And, I've had something, my my body is happy, I sort of move on from it. Okay, and speaking of listening to your body, also think about yourself. If you're someone that has never been good with like picking up cues of your body and you always overeat, you may have to unlearn that behavior. And what I just said about myself may not work for you, because all my life I've always been in tune with if my body needs food or not, and some people are just not, especially if you're new to being on your skinny journey. So this is something worth looking at for yourself. Okay guys, so I think I already said 6 or 7 of those, and I think this video is just getting really long, so I'm going to do a part 2. So definitely tune in on Wednesday to get the part 2, because I'll be doing that. I would see you in that video on Wednesday. Do not forget to give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful, and subscribe to this channel to see more. You should also check my skinny privilege series, which I'll be leaving a link to at the end of this video. So definitely stay tuned for that one, and you'd see everything I've said about being skinny, having skinny privilege, etc. And I would see you in my next video.